Sharon Waxman from TheWrap.com broke the story last night that her nemesis, her arch nemesis, speaking of comic books, Nikki Finke, has been fired from the blog, the very blog she founded, Deadline.com, Deadline Hollywood, different names for it. Folks at Deadline Hollywood and their parent company are denying the reports and slamming Waxman, saying she's full of shit. FOS. I was trying to figure out what the code was for that. This is you. I was about to read my
Kevin!
name. Thank you. I was about to go. Kevin, you've
been the subject of Finke's intrepid journalism. What do you think of this?
Nikki Finke went after me after Clerks 2. I think it was the first time she ever noticed me, maybe one of the last times. She wrote some piece about, like, Clerks 2 lost money. And I was like, it didn't. It was a $5 million movie that made $25 million bucks. Like, even with Byzantine Hollywood math, lady, you got to allow for the fact that it's probably made its money back. And she would go, she's one of those people who goes down swinging, like, I can't be wrong. So she wrote this piece. I wrote a piece back where I was like, hey, this crazy lady online says these things that aren't true. Here's some facts the otherwise. In fact, here's a couple pieces online, where, like on the Hollywood Reporter, and there was another piece, I think Variety, where they talked about movies that made money over the summer, and our little Clerks 2 was one of them. So I left that evidence, lots of like links and whatnot. She immediately wrote a piece on top of it about, like, how dare I, and, like, who was I to defend myself, all this crap.
Who is she? Help me understand who she is, because I hear that she's just some woman. And I don't mean that dismissively with her gender. I just mean she's just a person who sits in her house.
We're all just people.
Ordinary people. And she sits in her house and she just writes mean things about people.
She does. Some people in town have described her as the most dangerous cat lady on the planet. And when I say some people in town, that was me.
That was you, right?
She's been in the business for a long time. She's a great journalist. Like, scrape away what you feel about her told you and her presentation. She's news, son. Like, she'll go in there and find stories out long before they happen. So Deadline's become a destination for a lot of people, but she's also one of these people who writes opinionated journalism. So, you know, she's a character that you love to hate. So even though, you know, people in the business read the Deadline a lot and whatnot, at the same time, like, ooh, I don't like that Nikki Finke. So I think there's a lot of people, of course, would be happy to kind of see her go a little bit, what's it called, schadenfreude? I've heard. Now, that's the thing. I read about this last night, and then I read a piece, because I immediately went to Deadline to be like, is she gone? Ding dong, is the witch dead? And she's not. She's still there. Mike Fleming put up a piece yesterday going, I love her so much. She's my best friend. Like a defense piece and whatnot, which he should. She gave him a job. But there's no definitive, like, this is 100% horse shit. And then somebody said that she just put up something today, which I haven't read. I don't read every day. But now I'm interested in this story because it is kind of like, how do you oust somebody that created it? It would be like, it's kind of like Harvey Weinstein being ousted from Miramax, which I guess
it happens. Look at Steve Jobs.
That's true. That's true. But then he came back.